Well, if you thought Atlanta traffic was already a test of your patience, buckle up. The downtown connector is getting a new makeover this weekend. Time to bring in friend of the show, Natalie Dale from GDOT. Natalie, how you doing?
I don't know how I'm going to be your friend after this weekend if you have to travel on the downtown connector. Well, I'm good. How are you?
They should listen to your words very carefully like I do and stay friendly. So what exactly is happening on the connector this weekend?
So we are in the process of resurfacing the downtown connector, if you haven't noticed already. It's something we've been working on since the spring, throughout the summer, but we're sort of in the heat of some really substantial lane closures during the weekend. We're working overnight, milling that layer down. Now, over the weekends, we get the paving done, and our contractor has a couple of weekends back to back where they have some aggressive lane closures. So that is 3 to 4 lanes in each direction. Think about that. One lane, fender bender on one lane can shut down the downtown connector, but we're talking 3 to 4 lanes in each direction throughout the entirety of the weekend. Now, if they finish early on Sunday, great, they're out of the road, but motorists should expect really to avoid the downtown connector north and southbound for the weekend as these contractors get that fresh layer of pavement down on the lanes that have been milled.
Let me ask you a question, Natalie. If we were to shut that down completely and had rerouted traffic, does that make it go faster, or is this the right way to do it? Is this the best way to do it?
In theory, yes, it would make it go faster. In practice, that is just not something we could ever do.
Gotcha.
Now, you saw when the I-85 bridge collapsed, we were able, that whole stretch of road was closed. We got some resurfacing done there because there were no vehicles on it. But think about the impact it would have. The downtown connector has hundreds of thousands of cars that travel through, both local trips, work trips, people traveling through the city. The bulk of that traffic, if that traffic had to move entirely off the downtown connector for a resurfacing project, the side streets, 285, other areas, they would not be able to sustain the traffic that would have to come off the downtown connector. We would create gridlock around the city. It just wouldn't be something that would be sustainable or safe. So we work overnight during the weeks, and then we take a couple of these weekends to get some really big work done. It is inconvenient, absolutely. We only have to do it about every 10 years, but because of the amount of congestion, amount of traffic daily that's on the downtown connector, it has to be done at a higher frequency than other roads. Think about rebuilding your house around you as you are living in it. No, it is not convenient, but for the safety of our road preservation, it has to be done. And so the best thing that we can do is get the word out through you to avoid it, if at all possible. If you do not have to be on the downtown connector this weekend, you do not want to be on the downtown connector this weekend.
What do you recommend as far as a route to get around the construction?
Well, it entirely depends on where you're going, and let's be honest, we have many work zones throughout Metro Atlanta right now. So we're working I-20 and I-285 eastbound and westbound interchanges. We have one lane closed I-85 southbound at the North Druid Hills I-85 project, and we have work on the 285 top end. So taking all that into account, the best thing you can do, since your trip is very specific to you, is pick up your phone, pick up that smartphone, make it smart, make it work for you. Put it in Google Maps, put it in Waze, put it in Georgia 511. Know before you go, because again, while the contractor can work all weekend, they may be out of the road on Sunday. It may be smooth sailing. It may not be, but you need to know before you go. Do not take my word now that everything will be open by X. You need to check before you go. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, it's in your hand. You have a good idea listening now to the take what to expect. But again, you have to really sort of drill down to the specifics for your trip as you are getting in the car.
Yeah, that's why we have you on the show every week. Now listen, you got the Georgia Tech game going on this weekend. We got Atlanta United at the Benz. What do you say to them? I mean, because that's going to be happening during the daytime. How will the folks be affected by that?
So you're going to want to carpool if you have to be downtown. Find some friends, find many friends. Get in that vehicle together. You're going to want to use public transit. You're going to want to go around the city. Again, use the tools at your disposal to figure out what the best option for you is. These are all exciting events. Last week we had the Falcons home opener, and so our crews were able to get out of the road on Sunday for that. So you just have to really sort of take control of your own trip. Use all of the tools in the toolbox. The oldest term, ever, but do it. Use all of the tools at your disposal. Carpool, public transit, alternate routes. Do what you can to not be stuck in traffic, because here's the thing. If you decide that you're going to go the downtown connector way, after what we saw last weekend, you're going to miss the game.
Absolutely.
You'll be sitting on the downtown connector, and we don't want that to happen.
All right, Natalie, really appreciate all your insight. Appreciate you coming on every week. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Don't go on the downtown connector.
That's right. That's right. Don't do it. Not this weekend. Thanks so much.